What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge back for another MMAT update, and looks like we've got our first green day in freaking feels like forever today. Great news, plus 9.26% so far on the day. Coming close to the end of the day, getting into power hour now. Huge green candle here, and then big red candle. And just looks like we're consolidating a little bit right at this 436-ish mark right now. And it looks like we've broken through the 421 level of resistance here. And this so far is getting rejected, but it seems to be holding for now. And we'll have to keep an eye on that. Trading above the 50 EMA for the first time in what feels like a couple of days. And RSIs are looking fantastic at a 56.26. That's super strong. MACDs are finally looking bullish again. A couple of things to get to today. First, let's go to the short interest. And this is super fucking high. 70% of the float is short interest. That is absurd, guys. Absurd. We do have less shares available to short than yesterday. Yesterday we were up to 4.5 million, if memory serves correctly. And we're down to 3. That could be the reason for the increase in short interest. And short ball fee rate is continuing to drop down to 9.94%. And some good news here. Merger is finally done as of today. Torchlight Energy resources no longer exist, but Metamaterials is looking promising post-merger. The news of a dividend payment, reverse stock split of TRCH, and the business combination were enough to spike interest throughout June. It seems that the terms of the deal were enough to entice shareholders to agree to the merger. Metamaterials shareholders are expected to own 75% of the combined company, while Torchlight shareholders get 25%. Torchlight CEO John Berta will remain with the new business combination while its oil and gas assets are disposed of. The focal point moving forward for the potential investors is whether Metamaterials makes sense as an investment. As a result of the combination, it has $160 million in cash with nearly zero debt. That's fantastic. Ostensibly, that cash will be directed toward materials development alone, since its newly purchased oil assets are being sold. Scrolling down a bit. So Meta's got the GlucoWise home hub system that I've covered in previous videos. Could absolutely be a substantial leap forward in diabetes management, eliminating the painful aspects of the process of monitoring blood glucose. So they're thinking that Metamaterials will absolutely direct some of that $160 million in capital from its merger towards accelerating commercialization of their glucose monitor. And moving on here, Papa George is fucking pissed. So Nasdaq changed the sector and industry back to energy and oil and gas from technology and semiconductors that it updated to yesterday, and then they reverted it back to their old sector and industry, which is horseshit. Yeah, should have the lawyers already on the phone with the SEC and Nasdaq. And one more thought on this before we wrap it up. This guy, not pleased. String Special. Want to know why MMAT is down? Blame the Nasdaq. This guy sent the following email to the Nasdaq this morning after seeing the post on Twitter about the industry change back to oil and gas this morning. This guy then savagely emailed Nasdaq asking why the industry was changed on MMAT stock today. It was just corrected yesterday, and now we are back to an oil and gas company. The stock has been beaten every day since the merger due to bad information and a terrible transition done by all agencies. Yesterday it looked as though we had everything in place, and now this morning we are taking a giant leap backwards. This is wrong, and it smells to high heaven. What would possess someone to make the change that was just enacted yesterday? Please provide us investors with an answer as to how this can happen, and please get it corrected immediately. I encourage everyone to send them a message as well. This corruption has to stop, and we have to make our voices heard loud and clear. This is total BS. Fucking love it. Oh, boy. All right, guys, so you heard the man. Fire up those emails to the Nasdaq and the SEC, and let's try and get this corrected as soon as possible, because this is a lot of chicanery going on with this stock. A lot of fuckery going on. And I think that is going to do it for today, guys. As always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on MMAT as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.